Hello dear students, welcome back to English channel. In this episode today we are going to learn phrasal verbs. Right now you can see on the screen is exercise from your workbook, second PUC workbook, page number 16. So what are phrasal verbs? Phrasal verbs are mind words, a construction of a verb and preposition put together. So they are formed when a verb is followed by a preposition. They are formed when a verb is followed by a preposition. Take off, for example. Take off. What does take off mean? Phrasal verbs can mean different in a different context. The child took off the shirt. The aeroplane took off at 12 a.m. Took off is used in these two contexts, but meaning is different in these two contexts. In the first sentence, the child took off the shirt, that means remove. In the second, took off, the plane took off, that means the plane started to fly. So phrasal verbs taken together, verb and preposition taken together give different meaning, again different in a different context. So let us look at some of the phrasal verbs and their meanings, how they can be used in a sentence. Fill in the blanks using the appropriate form of the verbs or phrasal verbs given in the bracket below. And these exercises will be done later. I will come back to this and solve these exercises or solve these problems. Give off, get through, go into, look into, go off, come up, come off, make up, run into, give up, take out, put off, come up, set up, turn up. These are the examples of phrasal verbs. So let us see and find out the meaning for some of the phrasal verbs and understand how they work. Account for example. Account for. The meaning of this phrasal verb, account for, means to explain. Account for, taken together, always give different meaning, phrasal verbs. Account for means to explain. The students must account for their absence from the classroom. For example, the students must account for their absence from the classroom. They have to explain. Ask for. Ask for means request. The beggar asked for 50 rupees. This is too less in terms of begging these days. Breakdown. Breakdown means stop working. We could not see the movie. The projector broke down. One thing you must remember, you have to use the appropriate form of the phrasal verb when you are filling in the blanks, when you are writing the sentences. Break in, to enter premises to steal. The thief broke in while the owner was away. So, find out the meaning in the context. Don't go by the word meaning, that you may go wrong altogether. Get through. Get through means pass, reach, succeed. This meaning changes in the different contexts. He has got through his examination. Okay. Put off means postpone. It's quite often the antonym for postpone is prepone. That is how people use it. The antonym for postpone is not prepone actually, but it is quite commonly in use. The meeting is preponed, people say. Preponed. Postpone, put off means postpone, to delay it to happen. Okay? But prepone is nothing like prepone actually. Then how to say? You have to say advanced. Suppose meeting is at 10 o'clock, but it is rescheduled to 9 o'clock. Then you must say the meeting is advanced by an hour, not preponed. The meeting is advanced by an hour. If you don't know the timing, you can still say the meeting is advanced, not preponed. You can say the meeting is postponed. The meeting is put off till a Saturday. Put off means postponed. Look up. Another phrasal verb. Look up means search. I am looking up the meaning in the dictionary. Look up means search. Look into. Examine. Look into means examine. The matter will be looked into by the CBI. The matter will be looked into by the CBI. Go off. Explode. The bomb shall go off in a crowded street. Go off means explode. Come down. Lowering. Bringing yourself down. Or bringing the level down, price down, whatever it might be. So the price of gold hasn't come down. Lowering something. Come down means. Keep up. This is quite often used repeatedly. Keep it up. People say keep it up. Teachers say keep it up. So keep up means maintain. Don't lose hope. Keep up your spirit. Make up. Be reconciled after a quarrel. Make up. There is another make up, So that is also a make up. You make up your differences. You make up your weaknesses. Whatever. Make up. Two friends made up their differences after a brief quarrel. Another phrase. Run into. Crash. It should be crash here. There is a spelling error here. Crash. S-H, not S-S. Collide with. Hit. Face. You can use it in the context, depending upon the context. Give up means leave what one is doing. Stop doing whatever you are doing. He was feeling so tired that he gave up reading. Give up, gave up. He gave up smoking. So take down means note, write down. Put out. To make something stop from burning, actually. It should be to make something stop burning. To make something stop burning. Put out the light. Put out the fire. To stop something from burning. So come up. Come up also has many meanings. One is appear. Some important issues have come up in the meeting. Set up. Start a new business or build something. Turn up. To be found, being lost. So these are the meanings of the phrasal verbs that may differ. The usage of these different or can differ from context to context. Meaning can differ from the context to context. So let us go back to the exercises and fill in the blanks with the correct phrasal verbs in their appropriate form. What does it mean, appropriate form? You have to change the tense if it is needed. For example, the first one, there is no need to really change the tense. Don't lose hopes. Keep up your spirit. Don't lose hope. Keep up your spirit. So, This can be done that way. Second one, two friends made up their references after a brief quarrel. The phrasal verb given in a bracket is make up. You can see the cursor here, make up. But it cannot be used as it is, because we have to keep up the tense as well. So he has made up his, two friends made up their references after a brief quarrel. The third one, he has got through his examination. He has got through his examination. I hope you are making note of the phrasal verbs to be filled in the blanks. I'm reading the third one. He has got through his examination. Fourth, the long lost friend. The long lost friend turned up at my sister's wedding. Turned up at my sister's wedding. Appear or be found after a long time, after someone or something is lost. The businessman, fifth one, the businessman ran into debts after suffering heavy losses. The price of gold has come down, lowering, come down. He has given up smoking. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವ ಈ phrasal verbs ಅಲ್ಲಿ base form ಇದೆ. What is given there in the phrasal verb? Give up. You have to make it given up to suit the tense, because he has is there. Given up, present perfect. So it can be understood in that way. The firefighters came just in time to put out fire. Put out, stop something from burning. The examinations had to be put off owing to the general elections. Put off means postpone. They set up a new business. They set up a new business. Ninth one, the examination had to be postponed. 10th, they set up a new business. 11th one, a committee has been set up to look into the problem. Look into, examine, look into. The bomb went off in a crowded street. Went off. It is given into bracket above, go off. But you cannot use as it is. If you use that way, the answer may be correct, but it does not suit or fit in the sentence, because it doesn't match with the subject or the tense, appropriate form of the tense or verb. So you must use the phrasal verbs with the appropriate form of their verbs. So then only it gives a correct meaning. So the bomb went off in a crowded street. Dear students, this is a phrasal verbs. In our next episode, we are going to take up idioms. Until then, keep practicing and learn more and more phrasal verbs.